Assalamualaikum students. Before going to our educational topic, please subscribe my channel Muntazir Mehdi Science TV on YouTube. Press the like button and share this lecture to your friends and classmates who have no access to it to add in their science education. And those students that are preparing privately can benefit from our channel very effectively. Let's come back to our topic, that is classification of enzymes. Dear students, it is my last video from this chapter enzymes for FSC, BSc and BS classes. Students, first I thought that it is an unimportant topic that will never come during exams, but it was my vaporous thought because this question can come during the annual exams. By chance, as I have seen it in a question paper for BSc a few days ago. So it is also an important question not only for the exams but also for your concept, your knowledge. So I realized that I must prepare a video lecture for this topic for you. So now it is present for you. Dear students, mainly enzymes are classified into six major groups, six major classes, whose names are oxidoreductases, second is transferases, third is hydrolases, fourth is lyases, fifth is isomerases, and the sixth category is ligases. Students, these six classes were organized by International Union of Biochemistries, who set up a commission on enzymes. That commission divided the enzymes into six major categories on the basis of that biological reactions that they catalyze. All these six major classes can also be represented into a shortcut word form that is also known as OTHLIL, that is often used student as a code for memorizing the enzymes classification so that you will not confuse during the exams. So this word will help you to write this topic orderly and conceptually in your own words after the watching this video lecture, as every letter of this word OTHLIL has been taken from all of these six major classes of enzymes first letter. As O from OTHLIL is representing the oxidoreductases, T from OTHLIL is representing the transferases class of enzymes, H is representing the hydrolases, and similarly so on. Students, all these six major classes are divided into subclasses and further subclasses that we study later. Now come back to our six major classes of enzymes classification. Students, oxidoreductases, that is the first class of enzymes classification, which does not shows a single enzyme but includes a large number of enzymes which perform oxidation reduction reactions. So we can say that a large number of enzymes are collectively present in this class of oxidoreductases, which represents an oxidation reduction reactions. Students, this class is further subdivided into oxidases, peroxidases, catalases, dehydrogenases, and reductases types of enzymes. Students, mostly enzymes are named and with the suffix "ase." So they are named after their substrate name. That is the first rule of enzymes nomenclature. For example, lactase acts upon lactose sugar, that is a milk sugar. Similarly, maltase acts upon maltose sugar only. So, by the addition of this "ase," we can say that every enzyme takes its name from its substrate name. That is the first rule of the nomenclature of the enzyme. Its second rule is that most of the enzymes, students, many enzymes are named due to the nature of the reaction that these enzymes catalyze. For example, oxidase enzymes encourage oxidation reaction with the help of molecular oxygen. Similarly, dehydrogenase enzyme catalyzes the removal of hydrogen from a compound from a molecule. So enzymes are also named due to the chemical nature of the reaction. But students, there are several digestive enzymes that do not follow both of these rules. For example, pepsin and trypsin enzymes that are present in stomach and small intestine respectively, as both of these enzymes were discovered earlier, so both of these enzymes do not follow both of these rules. That is the third rule. Fourth rule about nomenclature of enzymes is that some enzymes are given a double name like alcohol dehydrogenase. Students, in this name of alcohol dehydrogenase, first name is of the substrate and the second name is of that reaction from which the substrate catalyzes passes. So, as alcohol dehydrogenase catalyzes the dehydrogenation of ethyl alcohol, so this enzyme is awarded two names: alcohol dehydrogenase. Similarly, pyruvic carboxylase speed up the removal of carbon dioxide from the carboxyl group of pyruvic acid. So, this enzyme also given two names. So students, these are the four rules of enzymes nomenclature. Let's come back to our topic, oxidoreductases. Students, let's see its example. For example, we have nitrate reductase enzyme which catalyzes the reduction of nitrate into nitrite. Nitrate reductase enzyme performs this reduction in the presence of the coenzyme nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, that is its reduced form. So our nitrate compound will be converted into nitrite when nitrate reductase enzyme performs its function in the presence of the coenzyme NADH. Students, another example is alcohol dehydrogenase. As dehydrogenase is a very well-known enzyme during Krebs cycle, which removes a hydrogen atom from a substrate by oxidizing it. Look, this MH is our molecule which contains a hydrogen. To remove this hydrogen, an enzyme oxidoreductases will act upon it and will break it into M and hydrogen, that is a molecular hydrogen. So here molecule has separated from hydrogen and the hydrogen has also been separated. So molecule is now oxidized. Students, as we have already known that oxidation is the removal of hydrogen from a molecule or removal of electron from a molecule and addition of oxygen to a molecule, that is called as oxidation. Similarly, reduction is its reverse process, that is the addition of hydrogen or electron to a molecule and removal of oxygen from a molecule, that is called as reduction. Both of these, oxidation and reduction process, happens during the function of oxidoreductase enzymes. Students, second class is transferases. As this class name is representing the enzyme's function that they are involved in the functional group transfer. So transferases enzymes transfer a functional group from one kind of molecule to another. Now you are thinking that which are the functional groups? The answer is that hydroxyl group, carboxyl group, aldehyde group or ketonic group. All these are the types of different types of functional groups. Transferases change their position, attach one functional group in the place of another functional group. So the transfer of these functional groups is the job of transferases. Let's suppose this is a molecule M. We attach this molecule with a carboxyl group. An enzyme E which helps in the transfer of carboxyl group to this molecule is transferase. As a result of this transfer, we get MCOOH. If here M is methyl group CH3, then we will get CH3COOH. That will be an acetic acid. Its next example is hexokinase, which transfer a phosphate group. Students, transphrases are also subdivided into different subclasses according to their group transferred. Its subclasses are transphosphorylases, which transfer a phosphate group from one molecule to another; transpeptidases, which transfer an amino acid or amide group from one molecule to another. Similarly, transaminases transfer an amino group, and transmethylases transfer a methyl group from one molecule to another. So, transphrases include different types of enzymes which are involved in the transfer of different types of groups from one molecule to another or within a molecule. Third class is hydrolases. Students, hydrolases catalyzes the hydrolysis of different types of food molecules, organic food molecules like polysaccharides, fats, and proteins. During hydrolysis, larger food molecules are broken down into smaller fragments in the presence of water. That's why hydrolases are also known as digestive or hydrolytic enzyme. Students, to understand this hydrolytic process more clearly, suppose we have two amino acids that are attached to each other with the help of a bond. If we provide it a water molecule, then this bond will break down in this way that first amino acid will take a hydrogen atom along with the positive charge, and other amino acid will possess a hydroxyl group along with the negative charge. Due to the presence of hydrogen and hydroxyl groups in the water molecule, so hydrogen will attach to first amino acid and hydroxyl group will attach to the second amino acid after their split, and finally we will get this form, and the process will call as hydrolysis, and the enzyme which are involved in this hydrolytic process are called as hydrolases. As we are splitting a bond between a food molecule of proteins amino acids, its examples include diastase, maltase, sucrase, lipase, phosphorylase, and phosphatase types of enzymes. Students, diastase is the earliest discovered enzyme which hydrolyzes starch into glucose, that mostly present in germinating seeds, leaves, and storage organs like potato. Students, this diastase prepare a diastase system which consists of different component enzymes. Its component enzymes include amylase, maltase, and dextrinases. Amylase occurs in two forms, alpha amylase and beta amylase. Both of these enzymes hydrolyze starch into smaller units that are called as dextrins. So students, amylose, that is a sugar, is hydrolyzed into maltose in the presence of the enzyme amylase. This maltose is converted into two molecules of glucose in the presence of the enzyme maltase. Next example is the sucrase, which hydrolyzes sucrose, that is the cane sugar, into glucose and fructose molecules. So sucrose, whose molecular formula is C12H22O11, is hydrolyzed into one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. Lipase is also a digestive enzyme which can hydrolyze fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Students, lipase enzyme is present in oil seeds like castor bean. Students, next is the phosphorylase, which speed up the reversible splitting of carbohydrates in the presence of phosphoric acid. Phosphatase is also a digestive enzyme which speed up the removal of phosphoric acid from the esters of phosphoric acid. Students, from whole of this description, we can prove that all of these enzymes follow the first rule of nomenclature. Fourth class is lyases, that are also known by the name of addition enzymes because these enzymes remove a group from a double bond of organic molecule or add a group to a double bond of an organic molecule like carbon carbon bond, carbon oxygen bond, and carbon nitrogen bond. So these are those enzymes which involve in the splitting of bonds between the carbon carbon bonds, carbon and oxygen bonds, and carbon nitrogen bonds. But students, these bonds are not broken down with the help of water as we have seen in the previous case, but these are broken down by removing an atom, cancelling an atom. So by breaking these types of single bonds we will obtain double bond. So when the single bond is broken down, then there happens the formation of a double bond. So those enzymes which are involved in the formation of double bonds by the splitting of single bond and by the discharging of an atom are called lyases. Students, its well known example is aldolase. Its subclasses are named on the basis of group added or removed, whose of examples are hydrases, enzymes which are involved in the addition or removal of H2O. Next is carboxylases, which are involved in the addition or removal of carbon dioxide. And the third one is aminases, which are involved in the addition or removal of ammonia molecule. Fifth class is isomerases, which include those enzymes that are involved in the isomerization of change of one organic molecule into its isomeric form, as from one isomeric form to the next isomeric form. For example, glucose and fructose are isomers of each other. The molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6 and of fructose is C6H12O6 also. Both have similar chemical formulas but different structural formulas. So the conversion of glucose into fructose and fructose into glucose is done in the presence of the enzymes isomerases, and this process is known as isomerization. So both have similar molecular formulas but different structural formulas. So those enzymes which change organic molecules into their isomers are called isomerases. Its subclasses include isomerases, epimerases, and mutases. Students, isomerases can catalyze the reversible isomerization of aldose sugar into ketose sugar. Aldose sugar, that is a glucose, and ketose sugar, that is a fructose. So glucose and fructose can be converted into each other in the presence of isomerases. Its examples are phosphotriose isomerase and phosphohexose isomerase. Next subclass is epimerases, which cause structural change in the molecule of a sugar or its derivative. In this way, two forms of a molecule are formed. These two forms are called epimers. Its example is phosphoketopentose epimerase, which can convert one epimeric form into its second form, but both have only a structural change. Students, third subclass of isomerases is mutases, which can shift the position of a group within a molecule. Its example is phosphoglyceromutase, that is an enzyme of glycolysis process. Sixth and last class is ligases, which include those enzymes that link together different molecules. Students, this class is opposite to the lyases, during which the bond was broken down, but here two molecules will be joined together, linked together. Its most common example is DNA ligase enzyme, which attaches one nucleotide with another nucleotide during DNA replication. So DNA ligase joins the Okazaki fragments. Suppose these two are Okazaki fragments that are joined with each other with the help of DNA ligase, and this is the bond which is present in between the two Okazaki fragments. Students, Ligases enzymes mostly link two molecules along with the breakdown of pyrophosphate bond of ATP. Students, this pyrophosphate bond is mostly present in between the two phosphate groups of ATP, that is known by the name of tilde symbol, and that is a covalent bond and is a high energy bond, and by the breaking of that covalent bond a large amount of energy is released. Students, I have clearly described that whole mechanism of ATP in my video lecture named as ATP the energy currency of cells. If you want to watch that video, then you can, because by watching that video you can clearly understand the pyrophosphate bond of ATP and its attachment and its splitting. Students, ligases perform a large number of functions. We will understand some of these functions here. First one is that during protein synthesis, when amino acids join to RNA molecules, then this joining of amino acids happen due to the presence of ligases. Secondly, when aspartic acid combines with ammonia, then students, in this combination, ligases enzymes catalyzes the synthesis of amide asparaginase. Thirdly, during the synthesis of fats, when fatty acids and CoA reacts with each other, then in the presence of ligases, the synthesis of fatty acyl CoA complex occurs. Similarly, when a large number of amino acids join together to form a polypeptide chain in the presence of peptide bonds, then ligases also perform their functions in the joining of amino acids with the help of peptide bonds so that a polypeptide chain could be formed. Students, fifth point is about the synthesis of citric acid. When acetyl group of acetyl CoA is reacted with oxaloacetic acid, then due to this reaction in the presence of ligase enzyme, the synthesis of citric acid is catalyzed. So students, it was our topic about nomenclature and classification of enzymes. How you find this lecture? Please tell us by liking our videos and subscribing our channel. Dear students, I prepare these videos for you by very hard working. That's why I want a like and a subscriber from you. So please press the like button by liking our videos and also press the subscribe button to make our subscriber. At the end, I want to advise you that please take care of handicaps and disabled persons of our society, as they are also an important part of our society. They are our brothers, they are our sisters, so we must prefer them so that they can also introduce themselves as a practical and beneficial part of our society. At the end, many thanks for watching this your video.